The content in this magazine could contain references of topics and difficult subject matter that may be triggering. Please honor yourself, inner knowing, and proceed with whatever help or guidance you feel is intuitively aligned. Welcome to Sovereign Magazine Podcast. I'm Nicole George, CEO and founder of Sovereign. I'm so happy you are here. We are the magazine podcast and community guiding 5 million women to their sovereign selves. From heart-led conversations to magical meditations, our inspiring guests will show you how they can help you step into your sovereign self. Are you ready to listen to your inner voice and step into your power? Then keep listening to hear all of the intuitive messages meant for you today. Hello, I have the privilege of reconnecting with Renee Merkle, Sovereign Magazine's multidimensional channel and quantum new earth mentor specialist. She is here to activate spiritual leaders into world-shifting embodiment. Through her transmissions from galactic and ascended realms, she sparks transformation beyond logic and guides others to lead from pure frequency. Her work isn't for those who want incremental change. It is for those who are ready to burn the old rule book, lead from pure frequency, and create a reality that defies logic. She is not here to simply guide you. She's here to ignite you. Welcome back, Renee.
Hello. Thank you for having me again.
Yes, today we're exploring our February new moon issue, Fear, Anger, and Jealousy. And if you're familiar with our special segment, Steps to Your Sovereign Self, and you listen to our February full moon one, you know you're in for something special. So definitely stick around for Renee's transmission. So in your article, what you've been taught to avoid is the key. You really talk about how women have been conditioned to shrink, suppress, or even mistrust their deepest feelings. And so for those who haven't read your article yet, perhaps give a little bit of a recap and or why you wrote it.
Sure. Even before I start to talk my team here is bringing through some information around fear specifically, how we are taught to fear what we know. And because we are all tapped into our intuition, and there are so many times that we ignore our intuitive guidance. And we think that we don't know what we know because we were taught that we cannot trust ourselves. That in the patriarchy, the men know and the women are supposed to shrink down, stay small, and ask for permission. We're not here to ask for permission. We're here to be our authentic selves. And those things that we have been fearing so much are the keys to our freedom. So in the last podcast, we were talking about the courage and the confidence. And when we step out of fear and into that courage and confidence, we gain that courage and confidence. And we realize that what we feared was nothing at all. I always go back to this meme that I've seen where somebody is looking at this monster in a closet and they're afraid. And then light gets turned on and it's a coat rack with coats on it that looks like a monster. So we are taught to fear the unknown. And by stepping into the unknown, we find ourselves. So, I talk a lot about my leap out of corporate into my soul mission because I've known since I was a little girl that I'm here to change the world. And I had so much fear around actually going after it. I've been through so much in my life that I didn't know that it was possible for me. And then through all that I've been through and starting to trust that, okay, so if somebody else can do it, why can't I? And they are wanting to bring this through, so I'm just going to bring it through because that's listening needs to hear this. So you may be afraid to be alone, and you know that the relationship you're in isn't the relationship for you, and you're afraid to walk away because you don't want to be by yourself. You will never, ever, 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 ever be alone. Your spiritual team is always there with you. You are surrounded by unconditional love and support. And just because there's not somebody physically there with you at the moment doesn't mean that your person isn't coming. Do not settle for less than you deserve. Have the courage to step away from something that doesn't serve you, whether it's a relationship, a family member, a job, a friendship, whatever it is. If you know that it is not for you, if you know that it is crushing your soul, take that courageous step out of fear and into courage and leave the situation. Because when you let go of what no longer serves you, everything that you have been calling in can come in because there's room. And your whole life can change in just 2 seconds. And they want me to use the example. So back in 2007, I left everything I knew in the Bay Area. I had the same friends since I was in high school. I was hung up on an ex. I had the same job for 7 years. Everything in my life was stagnant. And I got into San Diego State. And I left everything in the Bay Area and I moved to San Diego to go to San Diego State. And when I did that, I had this opportunity to have this time to myself for the first time in my entire life, where I could be in my own energy only and decompress and clear a lot of the trauma I had been through in my life. And when I came back to the Bay Area, I was able to see the friends that I was friends with were toxic, that the guy that I was hung up on was not my person. And I got a job at a nonprofit mental health facility where I met this woman who kept telling me about her brother-in-law and how I needed to meet him. And I resisted her for a year. And it turned out that guy was my husband, who I am now married to. And so by taking the courage of leaving everything behind that I knew, and I did have a year by myself. I didn't have anyone. I was completely alone in physicality. But what came from it is I found myself and my entire life changed. I graduated college. I found my person. We got married. And if I hadn't had the courage to walk away from those things that weren't serving me, I wouldn't be where I am today. And so they just wanted me to share that because somebody needs to hear that today.
Inside the Sovereign community, you'll find more than a social platform. You will find many private spaces led by women who walk the path with you, like Abby from Canada. Connect with her in her sacred space called Reclaimed and Rise. Step into the Maven Haven with Ebony from the UK, or join the Open Heart Collective with Bonnie from the US. These are just some of the soul sanctuaries curated by conscious women for conscious connection. Come find your space inside the Sovereign community today. I know a lot of people need to hear that today. And so let's move into our steps to our sovereign selves. So if you are somebody who is feeling exactly what Rennie described, maybe perhaps you need to be alone, or there's something else that you are fearing and you have conditioning in your nervous system around this, and you're ready to step out of this 3D matrix into the rise of this new earth frequency, she's going to do a little transmission for you so that you can hold that vibration.
Yes. And of course, they have one more quick message before we go into it. And they just want to say that you are the only you in the entire universe. No one else has your light codes, your spiritual gifts, your soul gifts, your unique energetic signature. There is no competition, and therefore there is nothing to be jealous of. When you can embody that you are the only you in the entire universe, you know that no one can replicate you, no one can duplicate you, and you are exactly where you're meant to be right here, right now. All right. So we're going to drop into the transmission. Hello, dear ones. We are the Pleidian Light Council with you today. Thank you for allowing us to come through. We have a transmission for you to help you to move through the fear, the anger, and the jealousy. We understand that these are difficult emotions to deal with, but you have the ability to set yourself free. You are not stuck where you are. You can make a new choice in every moment, and a new timeline opens up. Nothing is permanent. You can make those choices in any moment and change everything for yourself. We would also like to add in the caveat that when you make these changes, you do not instantaneously see them happen in your reality. So allow yourself a few weeks for this to process, for what has already happened in the quantum to catch up in your physical reality. We use this example a lot. It is like when you put your Amazon order in, you select what you would like, you put it in your cart, you press order. You know that item or that order, however many items there are, is going to come to your front door. It is the same when you put in your orders to the universe. Recognize that the universe orchestrates everything, like Amazon's logistics, bringing everything together that needs to come together in order for your order to come to you. Whether that is your person, a job, a friendship, a new opportunity, a new place to live, whatever it is, doesn't matter what the thing is. Just know that when you state to the universe your desires, the universe works to bring it into fruition. And then it shows up. So it's already done in the quantum. But time has to happen in order for it to catch up in the physical reality. So remember that when you're in the gap and you think that your manifestations are not working, it is that you are just awaiting for that order to be fulfilled. Just like when you put the Amazon order in, you wait until it shows up at your door. It is the same. It just takes a little bit longer depending on what it is and what factors are in place here. So, back to the fear, dear ones. What are you really afraid of? Are you afraid of the worst case scenario? Or are you afraid of your power and that you may actually get everything that you ever dreamed of? Oh, yeah, take that in. In most cases, you're afraid that you are going to get a life beyond your imagination, a dream life that you could never possibly imagine. You are so conditioned to be prepared for the worst case scenario. But what if you use that energy in order to create the best possible situation? Your subconscious does not know the difference between make-believe and reality. And so if you spend a lot of time in make-believe of creating those situations that are of the highest and best outcome for yourself, your subconscious gets on board because it thinks it's already happened. So why not sit there every day and play out your dream life? Physical reality will catch up to what you have brought through your imagination. You can also transmute your fears through this process. When a fear comes up in your field, take a moment to flip the script on that fear of what that worst case scenario is and flip it to the best case scenario. And this is training your system to get on board with the best possible outcomes coming to fruition, rather than being in a constant state of anxiety of the worst case scenario. This will help you, dear one, in your general practice of creating a life of your dream. It will also soothe your nervous system, and it will regulate your nervous system. So that is a good one to do. Also, if you are angry, we invite you to take pen to paper and write out everything you are angry about. Every single thing. You can do this with any type of emotion, whether it is that you are hurt by someone, if you are feeling shame or grief or sadness, whatever the emotion is. Write it all out until there is nothing left to write. Everything, all the way down. And in most cases, your brain will say, this is nonsensical. Why am I writing this down? Because you've already transmuted the energy by writing it down. You are moving it out of your physical form and into the paper. And when you have written everything that there is to write, take that paper, burn it safely, and then you can flush the ashes, and that completes the energy. When we had already addressed the jealousy thing, there is nothing to be jealous of, because everyone is their own sovereign being and they are their own energetic signature. So there is nothing to be jealous of, dear ones. We understand that it is a real human emotion, but just as you bring through the information, you can also do that process of writing everything you're jealous of until there's nothing left to write, and then burn that safely and securely. All right, dear one. And now for the light codes. So, with this transmission, we want you to just feel into the center of your being. And remember that you are a soul having a human experience. And so just feel into the very center of your being. And in the center of your being, all of the energies that are ready to clear out of your field are being magnetized to the center of your being, that are ready to be released. All of those fears, the fear of what if I get it wrong? What if I get it right? What if, what if, what if, what if? All of those what ifs, bringing all of that energy to the center of your being. Everything you are angry about, everything that you have jealousy around, or envy, understanding that everyone is exactly where they are meant to be in every moment. And just because you do not have something that you desire at the moment doesn't mean that you will not have it. Magnetizing every single energetic particle that is ready to leave your field. All of the belief systems, all of the distortions, the mind clutter, the mind chatter, the programming, the conditioning, the imprinting, the patterning, the templating, all of the energies that are ready to be released, whether they are named or not. What is ready to go knows that it is ready to go, and it is being magnetized to the center of your being. And as all of that energy is brought to the center of your being, we want you to see a large power switch at the front of your solar plexus, just like one you would see at a power plant. Right now it is in the upward position. We're also going to bring in anywhere that your nervous system is fried, bringing all of that to the center of your being. Any and all energies that are ready to go. All right, now that every energy that is ready to be released has been brought to the center of your being, we are going to turn off the power to that energy. In 3, 2, 1, power down. Just see that switch turn down all the way off, neutralizing all of this energy, all of the emotional, energetic, and electrical charge that has ever been held in this energy, all the way down to complete neutrality, releasing any and all emotional, energetic, or electrical charge that has been held, all the way down to complete neutrality, all the way down to complete neutrality, neutral until all energetic charge is gone. All emotional charge, all electrical charge is brought to complete neutrality. Now we want you to see the all-encompassing rainbow ray of light infused with the seraphim light, filling in every space and place that has been cleared. And every cell, molecule, and subatomic particle of your physical and spiritual being, filling it in and all the way up to the highest capacity that your energetic field can now hold, the highest vibrational frequency that you can now hold, releasing all of the energies that do not serve you and filling you in with all of the highest and best energies that you can now hold, all the way up to the tippity top of the highest energetic frequency that you can now hold. And in 3, 2, 1, we power up, turning up the power, the amplification of this highest vibrational frequency all the way up to the tippity top, the highest and best energetic frequency that you can now hold. We are clearing the fear and activating the truth. We are releasing the anger and instilling peace. And we are releasing jealousy and instilling the self-confidence that you have everything that you need within. And hint, hint, you do. And everything that is meant for you is on its way. Could be in the car, And with that, dear ones, our message and transmission are complete. When you are ready, you may re-enter the room. We love you, love you, love you. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Oh my goodness. For anyone who has experienced Renee Merkle for the first time, definitely message her in our community, community.sovereign-magazine.com. All her details are in the show notes. She loves hearing from each and every one of you about what came through for this transmission. Thank you so much for being here. And if you haven't shared, or subscribed, definitely do, because Renee's going to be back for many more full moon and new moon issues coming up.
Yeah. Thank you.
Thanks. Thanks for listening. I'll be back tomorrow with another soul-led entrepreneur here to help you step into your sovereign self. Subscribe to our magazine and podcast and join our global community for all the magic. Details to connect with today's guest or join the movement are in the show notes. And if you enjoyed this episode, please leave a review. It helps us reach our goal of guiding 5 million women to self-sovereignty.